Hey Virgo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Virgo romantically. I do like to remind you, Virgo, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate, and you are always welcome on my channel to take what works and leave the rest. Just a quick reminder that if you'd like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it today, my lovely Virgo, and we're going to see what could be coming toward you in love right now. First message coming out today for Virgo says, trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So right away, Virgo, this card is telling me that trust issues and themes around trust are going to be really, really big in your love life right now. Maybe some of you are dealing with a romantic situation where trust has been broken, and maybe you're trying to see if you can rebuild the trust, potentially repair the trust between the two of you, right? Maybe some of you are meeting somebody new, but maybe you've got trust issues because of some things that happened to you in a past relationship, and perhaps you're trying to work through that. I also feel that it's possible that some of you are dealing with a person right now who has their own trust issues because of things that happened before, and maybe it's hard for them to open up. So I'm definitely seeing big themes here around trust. Let's see where it goes. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo right now. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and they're worth exploring, Virgo. Okay. So this is super interesting to me because on the one hand, we're definitely seeing a connection between two people where there are romantic feelings developing. You could be falling for each other, you could be falling in love with each other, but I'm almost getting like a bit of hesitancy. Like I said, the first card was trust, so it's almost like there's someone here who wants to fall in love with you, Virgo, but I also kind of get the sense that maybe they're holding back a bit to protect their heart, right? And it goes with what I said before where I'm like, this could be somebody, it could be you or them. Take it if and how it might connect, right? But this could be them having trust issues from the past, meeting you, wanting to open up to you, but it could feel really scary to them to be vulnerable, right? So on the one hand, there might be this connection between the two of you that feels really good, but I do want to acknowledge that there could be some struggles here with either you and or them finding it really hard to be vulnerable with each other because of issues related to trust. And like I said, maybe for some of you, the trust issues are because of something that happened between you and this person. But I also want to say for some of you, it could be trust issues that either you or them are bringing into the relationship from the past. So that might be something that the two of you need to look at right now, okay? Let's see where it goes. Let's get one more card here. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yeah. Honestly, what I'm getting here, Virgo, is that you're in a position right now where you're connected with somebody, or if you're single, you could be connecting with somebody new. It definitely feels like there's a strong attraction, there's romance, there's something really nice that's developing between the two of you. And I feel like you guys, you feel it and it feels good. But like I said, the big thing is that I feel like any sort of trust issues are going to need to be overcome in order for the two of you to move forward. So that's kind of the big message that I'm seeing come out in the overall energy. So here's what we're going to do for the rest of the reading. Let's look at them more and let's look at you. So we're going to look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling, what actions they could be taking right now, Virgo. I will look at the same thing for you, and then we'll look at the potential outcome. So let's just kind of see where this goes, you guys. So tell me about this person who is here for Virgo right now, please. Four of Pentacles. They don't want to lose you. So here's the thing, you guys. I do think that they're holding on to you, but there's also like a secondary message here to the Four of Pentacles where it's like they're holding on to you, but they're also potentially holding on to things from the past that are no longer serving them. So sometimes the Four of Pentacles can be that energy of holding on to something that is not really good for us anymore. So like I said, maybe your person has some trust issues because of how somebody treated them in the past. And now here they are, they want to open up, they want to be with you, they want to connect with you. But it could be that these past issues are making it hard for them to be vulnerable. But then on the other hand, with the Four of Pentacles, it's like they don't want to lose you, but they're also struggling to open up and really connect maybe at that deeper level, right? Tell me more about this person's energy, the Hierophant. Wow. So we've got Taurus energy here, Virgo. I mean, the Hierophant tends to be about commitment. It tends to show up when somebody is serious about a long-term relationship. So here's the thing. I think your person is with you because they have the intention of something long-term. They have the intention of setting down roots. They have the intention of being with somebody, specifically you, for that long-term potential. But like I said, I do feel there is something that you're going to have to overcome together in order to kind of like, what I'm getting is like break through that wall, like break down those barriers, break down any walls that you've put up, that they've put up, so that you can start to really connect on that deeper level. But I do see with the Hierophant that their intention here is about a serious long-term commitment. Tell me more, please, about their energy right now, the Knight of Swords. Okay, I like that. So we've got air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Knight of Swords is super fast-paced. It's somebody charging in, moving things forward. Now, the thing here, something that's standing out to me is the Knight of Swords is obviously swords energy. Swords energy, Virgo, it's connected to the mind. So I feel like your person wants to move things forward with you, but I do feel there's maybe a little bit of an emotional disconnect, right? So sometimes the Knight of Swords like charges in and takes action. And honestly, I do think this person is very excited about you, Virgo, but sometimes with the Knight of Swords, it can be a little bit of a reckless energy. It's not really well thought out. And there can be a little bit of an emotional detachment, right? And so it's like your person wants to move things forward with you, but I feel for that to happen, what I want to see, and we'll see how it goes, you guys, like, I'm like, where are the cups, you know? Because the cups within the tarot are the emotion. And I almost feel like your person is keeping the cups hidden. I don't know, that's a weird way to say it, right? But it's like the emotions are behind the wall, right? They're excited, they want to move things forward, but I do think it's maybe going to be a bit of a process for them to really let down that wall and let the emotions come through as well. Because I do think they really want to move forward with you, but it's got to be like in a balanced way is what I'm seeing. Let's see what they could be feeling right now, Virgo. King of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. Very passionate about you, obviously very attracted to you. Tell me more, please, about what they could be feeling. The moon, yeah. So here's the thing, you guys. The moon does tend to represent something hidden. It's like all those feelings and emotions that are going on below the surface. And this is the thing, it's like, I feel like below the surface, there is a lot that they feel for you. There's a lot of feelings here, Virgo. There's a lot going on. But the moon can also represent hidden fears and anxieties. So it's like their feelings for you are all tied up in their fears and their anxieties. It's like they want to love you, they want to be with you, but they're scared and maybe they've been hurt before and it's really hard for them to open up. Like the moon suggests that they have deep feelings for you, but they might not be doing the best job of like really opening up and showing those feelings to you, Virgo, okay? But the feelings are there, but they're kind of hidden and intermingled with doubt and anxiety and past stuff, right? Tell me more about what they could be feeling. And the Six of Swords, okay. So the Six of Swords is a transitional energy. It's about leaving behind things that no longer serve us. What I'm hoping is that because this is showing up in your person's feelings, Virgo, I'm hoping it indicates that they're in a position where they're going to start to emotionally detach from things that no longer serve them, right? So the Six of Swords obviously follows the Five of Swords within the tarot. And the Five of Swords within the tarot is a card of conflict, negative energy, challenge, drama, all that kind of stuff. And so that can represent the stuff from the past that your person might be still holding on to. And the Six of Swords can indicate a desire to want to let go of that stuff and essentially create space for them to be more emotionally available to you into the connection. Let's see what actions they could be taking right now, please. The Empress. I think they're really just doing things to try to love and nurture the connection between the two of you. This is a very loving, abundant energy. And I want to point out here, Virgo, if you're watching here, this person on the Empress is pregnant, right? And so maybe this is somebody who, maybe you have kids together already, or maybe this is somebody who sees themselves wanting to have kids with you, right? Like that's a serious energy to me. Like I don't think you just decide to have kids with anybody. Usually you have kids with someone you're serious about. Not everybody wants kids. I always like to put that caveat as well, Virgo. Like if you don't want kids, that message is not for you. But if you don't want kids, the Empress is just about them wanting to love and nurture the connection. But it does indicate for some of you, there's an element here of like family planning where I do think your person is looking ahead and really thinking about how to nurture this connection between the two of you because they see it going somewhere long term. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking right now. Ooh, Virgo, things are getting interesting here. You know how I said a few minutes ago, I'm like, I want to see the cups. Where are the cups? Here it is. Okay. So this is actually, I'm getting goosebumps, you guys. This is actually really, really, really good because I've been saying like there could be trust issues. Maybe it's hard for your person to be vulnerable. Maybe they've been hurt before. They've been protecting their heart. The Ace of Cups definitely suggests that could be shifting. Ace of Cups is such a beautiful card to get within a love reading. It indicates like a new beginning in love, new emotional experiences, emotional renewal, connecting at that deeper level. And so it definitely looks like your person is taking action right now, Virgo, to be more open and more emotionally available to you. I think they recognize perhaps the ways that they've been holding back. And I think you could definitely see like a big shift happening in their emotions right now, where they may have gone from being very protective of their heart, very protective of their emotions, to now opening up and really wanting to like share their feelings. And I don't think it's like necessarily easy for them, but they want to. And it's weird. It's like a mix of emotions. It's like, I think it's hard for them to be vulnerable, like I said, especially if they've been hurt before, but like they do want to be vulnerable because they do want this to go somewhere. So they realize they have to kind of, push past those fears and start to really connect with you on that deeper emotional level, because that is usually needed in order to sustain a long-term relationship. That's like one of the components, right? Tell me more about what actions they could be taking. Wow, Virgo. Okay. I just noticed, by the way, and maybe some of you guys noticed it as well, when I held this card up. So I have a little viewfinder that shows the timing of the video. 11:11 was the time when I was holding up this card for you. 11:11 is beautiful. It tends to indicate commitment, good things, positive things. I'm not like an expert in numerology. That's not like my area of expertise per se, but I do know that like 11:11 is a really beautiful energy. And I just feel it's significant that this card was coming out at that time within the reading. And so here's what I see, you guys. The action energy for your person is actually really, really, really nice. The High Priestess tends to indicate a very strong connection with somebody. So this person obviously feels very strong feelings for you, Virgo, obviously. And so, like I said, maybe they have been a little bit more hesitant to open up, hesitant to be vulnerable. It's not because they don't feel something really significant for you. I think it's just maybe they've been hurt before, right? As I think a lot of people have, so it makes sense. When I see energy where somebody's potentially been hurt and they're protecting themselves, it's like, yeah, I get that. I totally get where that comes from. But the really cool thing that I'm seeing in your person's energy is that it looks like they're trying to push past that because they realize that the two of you have this beautiful connection. They realize that there is this beautiful thing that's developing between the two of you. And I don't think they want to miss out on it, Virgo. So I do feel they could be pushing themselves a little bit more outside of their comfort zone because they feel this very special connection with you. Okay, so let's look at you. Tell me about Virgo's energy right now, please. First card coming out. Ooh. There's the Five of Swords, you guys. You know how like when I pulled the Six of Swords, I talked about the Five of Swords? Here it is, okay? So here's stress, tension, drama. So as I said earlier in the reading, like it could be that one of you has trust issues from the past, or maybe even both of you, right? Five of Swords definitely makes me feel like you've been hurt before, Virgo, that somebody kind of like stabbed you in the back and hurt you. So it's also possible that it's hard for you to open up because you're carrying some trust issues from the past, right? Could be both of you bringing a bit of this energy into the connection. Tell me more about Virgo's energy right now. Ace of Swords, good. But guess what, you guys? You're having a wake-up call. You're having a moment of clarity. I think what's happening is that you're realizing something significant here about the Five of Swords, right? Because the Five of Swords is that negative, heavier energy. And I think you're looking at it and you're like, I can continue to hold on to the past, or look at this. The person, one of the people on the Five of Swords is walking away. That is somebody who is intentionally making the choice to like disengage. They're like, I don't want to be in this drama. I don't want to be in this pain. I don't want to be in this negativity. I'm going to walk away. And I think that maybe you're starting to realize perhaps you have been holding back a little bit in love. Maybe it has been hard for you to open up. Maybe there has been a wall, there's been a shield, there's been something that's been protecting your emotions. So I see it's possible that both of you have a little bit of that history, not necessarily together, but through past experiences you guys have had. And now it's like you're coming together. There's an opportunity for each of you to open up and nurture something within this relationship. Tell me more about Virgo's energy. Knight of Cups, beautiful. I mean, the Knight of Cups just tells me that you're feeling the feelings for this person. The cups are the emotions, right? You could even be doing something romantic for them with this Knight of Cups. It's like you maybe have a realization perhaps of the ways that you've been holding back, and then you move towards them and you do something that's kind of like opening up a little bit. And we saw them doing that too. So it could be both of you coming towards each other and opening up and being vulnerable. Let's see what Virgo could be feeling right now. The Star, I love that. The Star is about hope, healing, and optimism. It indicates to me that you're wanting to heal anything from the past that you're ready to just like let go of. You know, you're really ready to heal it and move forward. And especially to move forward in a very hopeful and optimistic way. I'm getting the message here that there's something about this person who's here for you that's maybe making you feel hopeful about love in a way that you haven't felt in a long time, Virgo. And that can feel really amazing and really exciting. Tell me more about what Virgo could be feeling. The Ten of Wands, yeah. You know what this is, guys? It's the emotional baggage. It's the stuff that we've been carrying up the mountain, that we've been carrying on our back that's weighing us down. But it's also a card of finding closure about that, finding a way to let it go, finding a way to be like, okay, do I have to keep climbing this hill with this baggage? Do I have to keep struggling? Or do I want to, I don't know, take the backpack off, you know, turn around, not really hold on to that heaviness, but find a way to release anything that's really been weighing you down. And this is showing up in your emotions. That's why it's giving me the vibe of like emotional baggage. It's like, what have you been carrying as that emotional baggage that you no longer need to carry, Virgo? This could be a really significant time, especially with the Star card beside the Ten of Wands, to just like put that down and let it go and create space for yourself to open up emotionally to this connection that's here for you now. Tell me more, please, about what Virgo could be feeling. Six of Wands, lovely. Six of Wands is a card of victory and success. It's about feeling like things are going to work out, things are going to move in a good direction. So there's something about, I think, the person who's here for you that is making you feel excited about love. I just keep getting that message for you, Virgo, specifically in the reading, that you could be feeling excited about love in a way that you haven't felt in a long time. And the Six of Wands tells me that there's also something about this person that you probably really like, you respect them, you admire them, maybe you look up to them, and there's just this really nice energy in the connection. So let's see what actions you could be taking right now. The Magician, okay? Creating, manifesting. The Magician is a card of manifestation. It's being like, I'm in control of my life. I have the power, the tools, the resources to create what I want. It's about realizing, I'm also getting the message for you, Virgo, that it's important for you to know that you're not powerless when it comes to love. You've maybe been hurt before. We saw that with the Five of Swords, and that's really tough and that's shitty to go through. But it's like, you're not powerless. You get to choose what you do with that experience. You get to learn from it if you want. You get to release it. You get to take those lessons and move forward in your life and, you know, be with someone who really deserves you. So it's like the Magician energy is giving me the strong vibe of you taking control of your love life and going after what you want. Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking. The Sun. I love that. I personally, this is my opinion, I think the Sun is the happiest card within the tarot. I'm a Leo Sun. I'm a Virgo Moon, you guys. I have a Leo channel, by the way, if you guys are interested. It's called Rock and Roar Tarot. But basically, I feel like this is such a happy energy because it's love, it's blessings, it's all that good stuff. And so I think you're really taking action here to embrace the happiness that you feel with this person and to let yourself be happy and to let yourself be open to this. Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking. Temperance, nice. You've got some really nice energy here in your actions. Temperance is a very calming, peaceful energy. It's very balanced. And so I think there's something about the connection with this person where I almost want to say there's a sense of safety. Like the energy is possibly going to feel quite different than what you have felt in other relationships, right? I do see that this person probably makes you feel more at ease, more comfortable because there's that sense of safety within the connection. And so what I actually see here in the reading is two people who have a lot of feelings for each other, but two people who are also maybe bringing some of that past baggage into the connection. But I feel like this could be an opportunity for healing because we've talked about this before. Like, I don't personally feel that you have to be like fully healed from the past to get into another relationship. I don't think that's reasonable. That's just my personal opinion. That's my perspective. Take it or leave it, right? Like, I just don't think, like, sometimes I feel like people will be like, well, you have to fully let go of your ex and move on and like be healed from that before moving to the next relationship. I don't think healing is linear like that. And I think sometimes, again, in my opinion, like, sometimes we need to be with somebody and there's a lot of like beautiful healing that can happen within the context of that relationship. Because one of the big things we talked about, Virgo, was trust. And it's like trust is something that usually involves another person, you know? I mean, part of trust is self-trust and trusting ourselves, but also a big part of trust is trusting the people in our lives. And so in order for you to build that trust and to feel like there's safety in the world, it's like you have to be with someone that you can trust and open up to. And I feel like there could be something in this connection between the two of you where maybe the two of you learn to trust again through this connection, right? So moment of truth here, Virgo. Let's see what the potential outcome is within this situation. King of Pentacles. We are absolutely going to take that energy, you guys. So it's earth energy, which is you. So you could be dealing with a fellow earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. This is a really nice outcome, you guys, because King of Pentacles is super stable energy, super grounded. And like what I see here is that this is a very grounding relationship, right? It's rooted in safety, security. It feels really good. It feels really stable. And so this is where I can potentially see things going between the two of you. We've talked about what might need to happen in order to get to this place of stability. Like I said, I do think there's going to have to be a deepening of that emotional connection, maybe being more vulnerable, being more open. But I feel like the desire is there for both of you. And I feel like there's something really lovely and healing that can exist within this connection between the two of you. So that's what I see for you today, Virgo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. If you'd like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. Of course, I wish you love, I wish you happiness, Virgo, and we'll talk again very, very soon. Bye, guys.